just basically, I'm at the point because where I'm at with the writing thing, we've been both 2.5 years out of college. Uh,
Yeah,
what are you dealing with? Like, so you're PAing mostly, right? I think that's where
yeah,
most of your that's really at first. Yeah, I don't think I have the love of production, at least not yet. I definitely didn't when I graduated college did PA and stuff, but it's probably the best way to meet people who also like movies because that's the most important thing I think in movies and TV because I think that especially that's more important than anything. I think it's hard to be in a writing cave for 10 years and still be motivated.
hmm
But if you're meeting people who like movies and TV, I think that's smart. Uh,
yeah. I would definitely be inclined to agree with your assumption. Not assumption, just because what you said, because like and I felt similarly as well the first time. Like I started doing PAing like in college or like right out of college. It's just like I wasn't huge into it just because of the hours, and it's like I always felt like I was
yeah,
working
it's a
like
lot of
extra miles,
hours.
and then like just because like I didn't really, just when you first start something, you're not like super confident about it. But flash forward to now, I need money, so I will
It's
do
you'll do
I will do
anything.
that. And it's actually I found my attitude has changed probably half because of that, half because I don't know. Working in a restaurant and like other things, I feel like the time goes by a little faster because I don't know, just because you're doing something. Like I was on a shoot. I was on a shoot in like around Kingston, Socrates, that area, and I was actually technically an assistant, like AC assistant camera, and I've never done that before, and I was like really like nervous about it. Not nervous, but just like not super confident, but. It was a small crew and everybody was really nice and got to meet people and then got to work on it, and the time kind of just like went by. Like it was like over 3 days, and just kind of like went by. I didn't really feel like I was like it was long hours, and I was tired at the end of it, but it really wasn't horrible. And it's like a fair amount of money. Well, I mean, yes and no. You can argue that it's not, but I suppose for right now, it kind of just like meets my immediate needs, and I can't complain too much about it.
Do you think it's helping you? Like my theory says, where it's like you're actually meeting people who like movies and TV a lot.
Mm. Yeah, but it's like, yeah, it's that, but it's not like yeah, it is that, and then you like, yeah, you meet somebody, you like, oh, you like talk to them about like your favorite shows or whatever. And it's interesting because sometimes you'd be on like a very like big kind of like soulless commercial for like, I don't know, like Chase or something, or like American Express, or like Exxon or whatever. I don't know. Those are just and then you just meet all these people that are just there, same thing, chase the bag. But outside of it, they're like, oh, I'll keep you in mind when I do this. Like the last shoot I did, or no, a couple shoots ago, I one of the dude, I met this dude who like was a DP for like Hot Ones and stuff like that, or like it's like
There
DP
you
for
go.
Hot Ones. You know what I mean? And like I saw he had like the stickers on it. Did the sound for the one thing that we were on. I don't remember his name. Very nice person, but yeah. And I was like, oh wow, that's pretty cool. He's like, oh, if I wasn't on set that day, I was meant to just drive um equipment and like back and forth. We were filming at JFK. It was a whole thing, but he was like, "Oh, if you're on set, like, I'd love to like show you like do you do like lighting and stuff like that?" I'm like, "No, but I'd like to learn." I wasn't on set, but it was not, people for the most part are very friendly and like eager to help you out or like teach you stuff. So I've learned a lot, I suppose. But
Yeah, and the idea is in 5 years, one of these people you're working with now will be able to help you do shit, basically. As vague as
yeah,
that sounds. I'd go more into it, but okay, we do have. I'm trying to keep this 2 hours,
yeah, no worries, no worries. I feel that.
but
So,
it's basically yeah, it's a networking thing, and it's like 'cause I
hmm
remember when we were in it was the last screenwriting class of basically my whole career at Purchase. And it was about it was like 15 other writers and my, we're at the graduate and it's like, okay, so how do we actually do this? And the advice was literally just I forget if she even said our professor, you have to meet people, but it's true. It's like that's what it is. And
Yeah.
yeah. And the best way to do that is just it's work in the industry as something. And the easiest job to get is a PA.
100%. It kind of is, you know what I mean? Because, um, yeah, yeah. I'm sorry, I was gonna, yeah, but yeah, it kind of is just because you can just like show up somewhere and like not show up somewhere, but like literally like I get a lot, people just like text me that I've never met before, and they're like, "Oh, I got your number from this person. Do you want to do
Yep.
this? Can you drive a truck? Can you drive a Sprinter van?" And before I was like really nervous about doing all that, but now, dude, it's like low key, like just driving around. You know what I mean? The truck is a little bit like different, and Sprinter vans are a little different. You have to pay attention to what roads and like you can't go on any parkways and stuff like that. But after that, like especially if you stay within like the general area, going back and forth, it's low key like very not that bad, not that bad.
Yeah,
So
I would
yes,
if you're a I am we're doing this just as a sort of it's just a look into what screenwriting is like for how old are we fucking? We're 20. You're 25. I'm 24. I'm about to be 25 in a few months. It's just yeah, this is kind of meant to just be sort of a look in for anyone interested in screenwriting and even just movies and TV. Like, oh, how does that what that how is that a job? Because when you're younger, everyone's sort of I think most people think there's like 15 people who make movies and they fall from the sky in a way.
hmm
So we're trying to the mythologize what writing is and what
mythologize. Do you think?
yeah
Well, when I think of mythology, I was gonna say, do you think polytheism or monotheism? But mythology, I think of polytheism because there's like different. And you did say 15 different people fall
yeah
from the
well
sky, so
Christian mythology is its own thing. That's a Wikipedia page. But yeah, mythology is like a whole. There's deities. Yeah, it's a multi.
exactly. So
Yeah, it's like it's just basically how does one screenwrite? What does it really look like at age 25? And the biggest advice I'd give as someone who has lived the exact opposite life of Jared is yeah, if I could change, I don't know if I'd change it, but I would certainly go if you're
approach it
not
differently.
yeah, if you're not PAing, I don't think you're in a place to meet anyone that could help you in 5 to 10 years.
Really.
Yeah, unless you live in LA and you just chance and they're running into people at a bar or whatever.
hmm
Um, because like writers groups, I don't know. That's its well, I guess we'll probably stop it right there because that could go into its own. We can keep on going and going of how to work it, but that's what I'd say. It's basically it's the
hmm
best possible place to meet people who can, if you have a script, put it in the hands of someone who can actually do something with it.
Yeah. Yeah.